In this lesson, we're going to begin our discussion about tangents. Tangents are very important, and this is what they are. A line or a plane figure. Usually it will just be a line or an arc that touches a curved path at only one point. A key thing to always remember about a tangent is that the curved path which it will touch is usually going to be a circle. For example, we can have two circles like this, then we can have a line touching these two circles at only one point and have what is known as a line tangent. Different literature or different books will term this type of tangent in various ways, but usually it will involve a line. It might be termed as linear tangents. Or we can have two circles like this, which are being touched by an arc. Sometimes you won't find most books referring to this second type of tangent as arc tangent. Most books will talk about them being just circles in contact, or generally just about circles. Because if you really think about it, an arc is just part of a circle. Basically, tangents are lines or arcs that are touching a circle at only one point. Let's talk about line tangents. The first type of line tangent we'll talk about is the basic one, where we have a point and a circle. We're going to have a line joining this point and any part of this circle. The procedure won't be as simple as just joining this line to that point on the circle here. We need to show by construction methods that this is the actual place where this line should touch. In most of the procedures, you notice we're going to have a center line, and we're also going to have a line that will move from the center of the circle to the point where the tangent touches the circle. There's important terminology that you need to be able to use. The point of tangency, which just basically means the point at which the tangent is going to touch the circle. I've used the word tangent multiple times, and obviously you know that. But maybe you don't know the name of this line that comes from the center of the circle to the point of tangency. That line is known as the normal. A key thing to always remember is that the normal and the tangent are always going to be at an angle of 90 degrees. That symbol there I've just put means 90 degrees. This is the basic concept that you will usually be taught when you are first introduced to line tangents. Next, you might be introduced to something a bit more interesting, where we have two circles. One might be smaller than the other, or both of them might be the same size, and then we'll have a tangent that will touch both circles like that, and always there will be some normals. The rule of thumb for tangents is that don't draw a tangent before you have drawn the normal. The normal is what tells you at which point the tangent is going to touch your circle. Tangents can be like we just saw them, touching one side of the circle, or they can also pass through the middle. We're going to go through the procedures of showing by construction how this can be done, and always we're going to first draw the normals, then the tangents. But here I just want to give you an overview of what tangents are going to be about. As you can see on screen, the drawing looks a bit more interesting after just removing half of the circles. This is what you're going to see in most of the questions about tangents. The simple concepts that we're going to be learning are going to be tangled together in a very nice way to give you interesting problems. So a thing to always remember is that practice your methods and know them very well, so that when you see some relationship that looks like a tangent, you use that knowledge. About arc tangents, the concept is similar. For example, we might have a point that we want to join to a particular circle with an arc. Now, what you always need to remember for arc tangents is that we will never draw an arc tangent without first locating its center. After we have located the center of our arc, we will always need to draw a normal. That normal is going to let us know where our arc is going to touch our circle, and then we'll draw our arc tangent. Arc tangents will be very interesting to draw in questions. For example, you might see this setup in a question, and you might be required to draw. What I want you to notice here is I've just kind of expanded on that simple concept of drawing an arctangent from a point touching a circle. The point here is shown in orange. Then we draw an arc and another one that touches the second circle. What you see in this simple description about tangents is I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible and outlining the main concepts that you always need to make sure you have. Key things to remember about tangents is we have a normal, point of tangency, and the tangent itself. The tangents we're going to be drawing will be tangents to mostly circles, and whenever we're drawing them, we need to make sure we have drawn the normal before we can draw the tangent itself.